to be harvesting this cauliflower today. It's a little past when you would typically want to harvest it. You typically want the like florets to be a little bit more compact than this. You can see they've started to kind of spread out. So it's a little late, but it should still be good. It's also got some purple coloring. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but that's from sun exposure. So what some people will do is actually take leaves that are around the head and clip them together to prevent that, but it's still fine just the way it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and harvest this today. There's also a couple of smaller heads over here that I'm going to go ahead and get as well. And then same thing over here with this broccoli. This is a little bit past when you would want to harvest, but I've been so busy I haven't had time to come out and do that. So I'm going to get this now as well. And then I'm not going to take the plant out for this one though, because now that I've taken this off, these little side shoots should continue to grow and produce some slightly larger broccoli as well. And then lastly, today is the day I'm going to harvest my single Meyer lemon. Okay, so these are all the bulbs that I have to plant. I think what I'm going to do before I go move them outside is to arrange them on the table approximately how they're going to be in the raised bed. I need to look at the height of each of them and make sure I'm putting the shorter ones closer to the front. And then I kind of want to group them with like colors so it doesn't look too disorganized, I suppose. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do first, and then I'll go through the varieties that I have. Alright, so this is what I landed on. So I decided I'm going to just group them by type, which I think will look nice. So I'm going to do all of my hyacinths in the front, and then behind that I'm going to do my daffodils, and then behind that I'm going to do my tulips. And I think that will look organized enough that the mixed colors won't matter so much. And then I have one daffodil and tulip mix that I think I'm going to do in a separate pot. So that's the plan. We'll see if it changes once I get out there, but all of these are going to go in a single raised bed except for this one. So I'm going to actually start by digging out some of the soil in that raised bed just to lower it. I think that's going to make it easier to put all the bulbs in, and then I'm going to top it with some really good compost because I want to kind of change out the soil in that raised bed anyways. So I'm going to leave this here for now, go get to work on the raised bed, and then we'll plant these out. think that's where I'm going to leave it for now. It's about 3 times the depth of the size of most of my bulbs, which is about how deep you want to plant them. What was I saying? Yeah, I'm gonna smush the bulbs in there a little bit so they'll be a little bit deeper, and then this soil is actually looking better than I thought it was going to, so I'm going to put it mostly back on top. I'll mix in a little bit of compost, but for the most part I'll just reuse that. Whew, I'm tired. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go get the bulbs and then we'll get them all placed in here. I left a little room on the right side where I'm gonna plant a couple different things next spring. So mostly it's gonna be from this pole over here in the front, and hopefully this will be enough room for all of them, but we'll see. that is all the bulbs going in the raised bed. So now I'm gonna shovel this dirt back on top, and then we're gonna plant a couple of pansies on top of that. Okay, and this pot is where the cauliflower was that I harvested earlier. And this is where I'm gonna put that daffodil tulip mix that I have. And this soil, it looks okay. I'll probably mix in a little bit of compost, but otherwise it's fine. I do need to dig some of it out though to put the bulbs in. Wormy friend. Put you back there. Alright, I think that's good. Don't want grubs though. Alright, my phone stopped recording in the middle of that, but I think you know the drill. Just put the bulbs in, covered with soil, topped with some new compost. So the last thing I'm going to do in both this pot and the raised bed is plant some pansies. So pansies will help prevent squirrels from digging the bulbs up, and they have really soft roots, so the bulbs in the spring are able to push up through the pansies, so no worries there. I was hoping my pansies were going to be big enough at this point to plant them, but they're still quite small. So I do have some additional pansies that I bought, but I think I'm going to go ahead and plant these out anyway, just because I'm tired of having them in my grow room. So I'll do a mix of these and hope they do something, and then the pansies I bought. Alright, I think that's where I'm going to leave it for today, so I'll probably come back in a day or two and put a layer of mulch over the top of the pot and the raised bed, but besides that, that's about it. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.